There needs to be accountability. There needs to be accountability. And this is something that prevents us, the lack of accountability prevents us from being able to build and progress. Why? Because you have all of these popular speakers, compassionate imams, the dawah mafia, and they do cater only to whatever is popular. They, even things that they know are true, they won't say it because they are worried about the backlash. They are worried about the heat. So they will, and they've admitted, many of them have admitted this to me privately. We're not going to speak about certain things because we're just worried about the backlash. And, you know, maybe they have their reasons, like certain things might be too hot, whatever. In certain cases, there is no excuse. Like, why are you not saying the truth? In fact, you're saying the opposite. You're just catering to what people want to hear. You're catering to their whims and their desires. You're catering to their hawa. That is wrong. That is destructive and that's dangerous. You're not actually serving the Muslim community or even non-Muslims. You're not serving them. You are just feeding their desires. And this is not, you think that you're doing something for the sake of Allah, but you're actually doing something for the sake of your own nafs, for your own popularity, maybe for your own money, for your own wealth. This is unacceptable. But they can keep getting away with it. They can keep getting away with it. Why? Because there's no one who is going to stop and say, hey, you know, remember when you said that the Muslim community should support these politicians, these liberal politicians? Remember when you were really pushing that on the minbar and you were saying things like, I stand with Ilhan Omar, and you were pushing these individuals? Remember that? You know, here are all your, this is your record. How did that turn out? How did that turn out? Nothing like that is happening. Well, remember when you said that, you know, all Muslims need to abide by these COVID regulations and make sure you get the proper vaccinations, and you can't come to the masjid unless you have this, and there is no excuse not to get it. Remember when they all said that? Remember when that was being pushed by the Muslim community? I mean, not the Muslim community, but these imams and these masajid. And there are all these fatwa on it. And people like me were saying, wait, you know, let's slow your roll. Let's take it easy. You know, there are questions here. There's issues. A lot of this is not adding up. Remember? But those people, they face no accountability. You know, they continue to have their position as the trusted leaders, the trusted imams. They didn't take a hit. They didn't take a hit. They're still in that position. So how can you trust someone, or this issue of women's empowerment, and we need to cater to women's desires, and women want whatever women want, we give them what they want because we're compassionate. We have so much compassion. And, you know, in marriage, we need to revisit these laws and rules within the Sharia regarding marriage and divorce and inheritance. And all of this needs to be analyzed and reformed, restructured or reframed, or whatever euphemism that they use for their project of feminist liberal reform. And remember, they said that we can't have a single panel at a conference unless there's also a woman sitting there. No all-male panels. Remember that hashtag? Remember that hashtag that went viral 5-6 years ago? Where are those people now? Why aren't they talking about those same issues? And why aren't we asking them what happened? Did you realize that this is a disaster? Did you realize that this is something that is going to cause untold amounts of misery and destruction for the Muslim family and the Muslim community? And you were just blindly going with whatever was popular, whatever was going to get you those likes, whatever is going to get you those views, whatever is going to invite you to the message, the conferences. No accountability. So that is why I have to bring up whenever I have said something correct, that I was correct. And if I was incorrect, trust me, there's a long line of people who are going to blast me and say, Daniel, you're incorrect, you're wrong. Right? So that's, I face that accountability every single day. But why is it just for me? That's my question. So we have to demand accountability. We have to demand transparency for the benefit of the Muslim community so that we can build, that we can progress, that we learn from our mistakes, that our future is better than our past.